Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. This is Rooted Souls Tarot. I'm Lisa and this is your reading for the month of July 2025. So we're going to have a little bit of a look at the tarot cards. I've got the Rider-Waite deck waiting here. But first we're going to have a look at some of these oracle cards. They are Whispers of Lord Ganesha. They're one of my favourite decks. I've had them for quite a while. I thought I'd dust them down so we can have a little bit of a closer look. Today, what's going on with your month? So, I hope all is well with you today. Thank you so much for joining me, by the way. I'm very grateful to have you here. This is for you if you are Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's also a general reading, so just take from it what you need and leave behind what you don't. Easy, easy peasy. Okay, so 3 cards I think for you, Aries. Right, we have Decision. I love these cards. Look at those colours. Beautiful, aren't they? Decision. Determination. And embrace. Okay, a decision, determination and embrace. So they pretty much speak for themselves. To me, decision. Maybe there's something that you've got a decision to make about this month. Maybe it's a big decision, one that you've been struggling with, one that you've maybe not been facing full on, one that is reliant on you moving forwards, because as we all know, when we don't change anything, then things generally just stay the same, don't they? So if you're wanting to move forwards on your life's mission, whatever it is that you've got going on at the moment, because we all have something going on at any given time, don't we? So what if you want to push forwards with that, then you've got to make that decision. It might be that it's not just a simple, left decision, right decision. It could be, you've got 5 or 6 options. But I think it's all about focusing in on your choices this month and taking the path, taking the route and seeing where it takes you. But just doing it, just pushing forwards with that decision. Determination. So it's about not giving up. It's about pushing forwards. It's about digging in and just keeping going, despite the fact that you may well be coming up against challenges, against people that maybe don't think that you're doing the right thing. Maybe you're feeling like giving up. And maybe that's why you've not made the decision, because maybe you don't trust yourself or you're not feeling confident enough to make the change. You've got the determination that you need. You've got the grit that you need to get through this, to move forwards and whatever it is that you've got going on. Don't forget, it's a general reading, so, you've all got something different going on. So whatever it is for you, you have got the determination that's needed. You've got the, that really strong energy of just pushing forwards despite the fact that you're coming up against resistance. You're being persistent. There you go. We've got the Embrace card there. So again, you've all got something different going on, but I think this is embracing the challenges for a lot of you, embracing the things that are coming towards you. Even if they, you may perceive them to be negative, there's always going to be a learning experience from negative experiences, from difficulties, from challenges. We learn more when things are hard, when things are difficult, than we do when things are easy. So I think you've just got to embrace whatever's coming towards you this month and just power forwards. Right, let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Aries. Don't forget, if you like this reading, it would be amazing if you could let me know with a thumbs up or a comment. I always love to hear what's going on with you. I'm always very grateful to get some feedback, and even if you want to let me know in the form of emojis, that's always a fun one, because I'm quite blind and it's very difficult to see them. So it's always a game of figure out the emoji. And also, it would be lovely if you feel like you want to, if you wanted to be part of this lovely community, by pressing the subscribe button. It's completely free. And all you need to do is just remember to press that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of your future readings. But it'd be lovely to have you. And if you have subscribed already, then thank you very much. So, Aries, What's going on with you in the month of July? Let's have 6 cards, then we'll have some clarifiers. Okay. The Magician. Powerful manifesting energy. The Fool. Setting off on a new adventure. Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. No. The Four of Swords. Dearie me, when will I get that right? I'm always calling them the wrong things. I've got 4 there. The Eight of Cups. The Five of Wands. So this feels very much like moving on energy. It feels like you're on a mission and you're moving forwards. So we've got the Magician. The Magician has all of the tools that he needs to do the job in hand. He's got his wand there, he's got his cup, he's got his pentacle. He's got his sword on his altar in front of him. So he's got everything that he needs to manifest whatever he wants, to do whatever he wants. He's got everything. So he's powerful, he's very strong, he's very powerful. And so are you this month. You have everything that you need to move forwards onto this next phase of your life, or towards your life's mission, whatever that is for you, your destiny, if you want to call it, or your vision for the future. You've got everything that you need. What's holding you back? What's stopping you from moving forwards? Is it your confidence? Is it fear? Maybe have a little bit of a think about that this week, this month even. But you do have what you need to get yourself forward. And I think you're going to be in manifestation mode this month, because we've got 2 cards here that speak of manifestation to me. We've got that Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. So I think you just need to set your sights and make that vision clear. I think you need to be persistent. You've got determination, and you need to make those choices. Make those choices, whatever they look like to you. They're going to be small for some of you, big for others. And I think if you can push yourself forwards by making some decisions, by throwing your energy behind one thing, down one route, in one direction, then things are going to start moving the way that you want to. Right, I'm going to pick a card up. I've just dropped it, unsurprisingly. I'll put that back in there because I don't think it's for you, because it was a bit of a dodgy shuffling moment, rather than spirit or the universe, or whatever you want to call it, throwing a card at me. Okay, let's have 2 more cards to go with that Magician. Right, the Knight of Cups and the Moon. So the Knight of Cups, he's moving towards his happiness. Knights are all about moving forwards, about taking action. They feel very proactive cards to me always. I like the word proactive. I like to be proactive. And so he's doing stuff that's going to move him towards his happiness, his cup. So cups are happiness, joy, love, security, safety, stability, very grounding energy, the cups. And he's moving towards all of those things. So obviously, general reading, it's going to be something different for all of you. So with that Magician energy, you're moving yourself towards all of those, or one of those things this month. You're taking active steps because you've got all the tools. You're in manifestation mode. You're throwing your energy behind it. You're visualizing your future. So you're being proactive. You're really, really trying to move yourself forwards this month. We've got the Moon here, and the Moon speaks of very deep emotions. We've got all this water here. It also speaks of staying on track, not getting distracted, not letting fear throw you off your vision for the future, off your mission. So are you going to keep yourself focused, keep yourself on track, not letting your emotions or anything that's fear-based get in your way? Or are you just going to keep moving with determination, with persistence, embracing anything that's coming towards you as a learning experience, as an opportunity to gain wisdom about life in general? Or are you just going to sit and not make any changes? It's up to you, Aries. You know, this is tarot, it's not law. So are you going to go with the energy, or are you not? Right, we've got the Fool. The Fool is setting off on a brand new journey. So you've got the opportunity to take that leap of faith this month. Are you going to throw yourself out there? Are you going to go into uncharted waters and see where things take you? Are you going to take a bit of a chance? Because I feel like that's the energy for you this month. Taking a little bit of a chance and just seeing. Rolling with that energy, embracing the things that are coming towards you, and just because you're on a mission to move yourself forwards. So the Fool, you know, who knows, that it's the card of just not knowing where things are going to take you. It's a card of not knowing how things are going to turn out, but just doing it anyway. Feels a little bit like feel the fear, do it anyway kind of card. So hopefully you're going to be taking that leap of faith this month, Aries, and just doing it, throwing yourself out there and seeing how things turn out. How exciting. Oh, I love the Fool card. Right. Let's have a couple more cards to go with that. We've got the Four of Cups and we've got the Star. So the Four of Cups is about not being happy with what you've got in front of you. So I think that is prompting you to take that leap of faith. Because when we're lacking in motivation, when we're just not feeling it, and we've got a little bit of meh sort of energy, just not feeling it, then that prompts us to change, shake things up. When we're feeling comfortable and everything's easy, we generally don't push ourselves out of our comfort zone, do we? But I think because you have been not feeling it, and you're not enjoying life maybe, or the things that used to make you happy don't anymore, and you're just not feeling contented in yourself on a day-to-day basis, I think that's what's prompting this leap of faith. For some of you, it could be that you're taking a leap of faith, you're setting up and working for yourself. For others, it could be you're moving to a completely different area. It feels like that sort of energy to me. Something that you have really wanted for yourself, but maybe not been able to make that leap, to make that change because things haven't felt right. Things haven't been maybe uncomfortable enough. But I think now you're realising that you're not quite as happy as you should be. We've got the Star there. The Star speaks about our hopes for the future, and I think the way that you hoped life would turn out, maybe it hasn't turned out, or it isn't going in the direction that you'd hoped it would. So I think, by taking this leap of faith, by setting off on a new adventure, I think you're trying to get yourself back on track, Aries, and get you to bring back that happiness, bring back that mojo, that spark, that fire back into your life, because I feel like it's been missing recently for you. And I think there's only one way of shaking things up, and that's changing things, isn't it? Shaking the energy up. I'm a massive believer in that. If you want something, if you want to make the change, you've got to start doing stuff. So, if you really want to move house, then you've got to have that mindset of, right, well, I'm moving, so what do I need to do? Well, let's clear out a few cupboards, get rid of some stuff that we don't need anymore. Let's maybe pack up the things that we don't use very often and get them organised. And then the energy starts moving. Things starts happening, and before you know it, you're on track for moving house. So I think, that is a really good energy to have. And I think by you being proactive, back to this Knight of Cups, moving towards your happiness, doing things that's actually getting you on the same path, getting you on the same track, in alignment, if you like, with what you're wanting for the future, then things are starting to shift and things are starting to change. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles there. Queen of Pentacles, she's very abundant. She attracts things towards her effortlessly. She's got this lovely pentacle on her knee. She's just sort of giving it a sideways glance. It's not the focus of her life, because she's vibrating at such a high frequency, at a high level, that the things that she wants flow towards her naturally. So I'm thinking that you are going to be this month in that space, that space of alignment where the things that you have got as a vision for your future are being drawn towards you. Things are happening, things are shifting, things are changing, and you're feeling abundant and abundance, don't forget, it doesn't have to be money. It's great if it is. It always comes in useful, doesn't it? But it can be whatever you are wanting to be in abundance of. So an abundance of love, an abundance of time, an abundance of stuff. Obviously, material things. Let's have a few cards. Oh, my shuffling has gone right out the window this week. Apologies. Okay, we've got the Strength card and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So the Strength card speaks of, obviously, you drawing on your inner strength. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, making careful choices, moving forwards, making plans even. So I think you are in this abundant space. You're trying really hard to stay in that high vibrational state this month where you're attracting the things that you need. But I think it's not coming easy. I think you're coming up against challenges. Obviously, we've had that embrace. I think there's going to be some challenges along the way this month, and you're really going to have to dig deep on some occasions to really keep yourself in that space, keep yourself on track, going towards the place that you're going to, the mission that you're trying to achieve, that you're trying to accomplish. And I think you are going to maybe have to plan ahead when it comes to material matters. So, and really think about how you can spend your pentacle wisely. So whether that is your health, whether it is your time, whether it is your money. I think there's going to be occasions this month where you are going to really have to be cautious, be careful, be courageous even on your movement forward throughout the month, on your movement even throughout the month. And I think this might come near the end of the month, where you're really having to just be strong and keep going and embrace the things that are coming towards you, and just maybe stopping, reevaluating, because the Knight of Pentacles, he's the only one that's standing still. He's not moving forwards. He's pointed in the right direction, but he's busy deliberating and being careful and cautious. And I think for you, this is going to be a thing this month where you are feeling abundant and you're trying to keep that high vibe going, but it's taking a little bit of an effort, and you're having to be careful, be cautious. Maybe it is for a lot of you money, finances, and being wary about spending too quickly, spending too much, just making some really smart choices when it comes to your material world near the end of the month. We've got the Four of Swords there. So the Four of Swords is about resting, it's about rejuvenating yourself, about taking some time out to just reboot and give yourself a refresh. So I think, like I say, I think there's going to be a point in the month where things are going to feel quite difficult for you, and you're going to have to really be cautious about the way you're moving forwards. And again, I feel like it's very much related to this embracing energy, this embracing this learning opportunity that's potentially going to be challenging, that's maybe going to make you have to be creative in some way. And I think at some point you're going to have to just have a bit of a rest, have a little bit of a time out. Take yourself away out of the situation, even if it's just for a day. When I used to do weddings here in France, I used to be a wedding florist. It was mental. From May to October, it was absolutely crazy. And I'd used to do 60 weddings in that short space. And when I got the opportunity, I used to have what I called a holiday. And it was literally one day. And I'd absolutely just go on a holiday, take myself out somewhere for the day, maybe to the beach, to the river, to just have a day of nothingness, of relaxation, of peace. And it really helped, and it really rejuvenated me in order for me to then continue, get back into to the wedding thing. So, and I think this feels very much like what you need to do. I think throughout the month, things may feel like they're coming on top, that things feel really difficult. You've just got to take that time out to rejuvenate yourself, to give yourself a little bit of a reboot so that you can get back out there and get on with whatever it is that you've got going on. Get back into the thick of things almost. But it's important, it's going to be important for you to take a few time outs this month, I think. A few holidays. I mean, it's summer here in France, so we've got lots of places to escape to. So hopefully you have too. Get out into nature if you can. Get into the water. Get in amongst the trees, whatever is your thing. Right, we've got the Justice card there as well, and we've got the Seven of Cups. So the Justice card speaks of balance, and also speaks of doing the right thing. So, and also getting what you deserve. So I think it's going to be really important for you to keep that balance going, and you deserve to have that time out. You deserve to have that break. You deserve to just get yourself out of the rat race for a short time, switch yourself off, plug yourself into Mother Nature and feel that energy flowing again. Because I think when you do that, you're going to be able to make better choices. We've got that Seven of Cups there, and that's about not being able to make a decision, not being able to choose where you want to put your energy. And sometimes when we're so busy and there's a lot going on, it's really hard to know which direction we need to go in next. But when we switch off, when we just take our mind off everything and don't think about work, don't think about relationships or health, home stuff, we just have a day where we just do nothing. It's often when we get our best inspirations, and we're then able to see the way forward. And I feel like that's what it is for you. I think by switching off, by taking everything down a notch, having some time out for yourself, I think you're going to be able to move forwards in a better, more proactive, more informed way. Because I think you'll get a little bit of inspiration coming your way, and things will maybe seem a little bit clearer, and you'll have like almost an aha moment. So we've got the Eight of Cups as our next card. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from the things that don't make you happy anymore. And obviously we spoke about that with that Four of Cups, didn't we? That things aren't quite making you as happy as they used to. Taking a leap of faith, moving forward. And I think you are actively doing that this month. You're walking towards happiness. We look at that often as he's walking away from those Eight Cups, but actually he's walking towards a different kind of happiness. So I think maybe you're figuring out with this Seven of Cups where your happiness lies, what it is, what it looks like, because you've had a little bit of a time out. And so you're able to then be more focused on which direction you're going, because you've got a clearer idea of what it is that you want. Let's have a few more cards, Aries. Shuffle those a little bit more. Right, yeah. We've got the Ten of Cups there. Oh, and we've got the Three of Swords. So you're walking away towards happiness. I think there's going to be some sadness and a feeling of loss that comes with that. Because when we leave anything behind, when we move forward, should I say, we're always going to leave something behind. And I think that is maybe why you have been struggling to make that decision. Going back to Ganesha up here, I think that's why you've been struggling to make that decision, because you know that by leaving the thing, moving away from the things that used to make you happy, that don't anymore, you're leaving something behind, something that's been important, something that's been a big part of your life, whether that is, a career, a person, a place. There's going to be some sadness involved in that. And that's normal. It's absolutely normal. Let me just turn that off 1 minute. That's absolutely normal. And so there's going to, you're moving towards your happiness. You're moving towards that happy place. You're moving towards your 10 of Cups place. But there's going to be a little bit of loss involved. And that is normal. And it's just something that you're going to have to work through, figure out. And I think it's going to be worth it. I think it is. I'm just going to pull you another card related to that. Oops. Oh, it's so hot here. It's 40 degrees today and the cards are sticking to me. It's not helping my terrible shuffling. We've got Temperance there. It's about finding peace. It's about finding serenity. And so despite the fact that it's going to feel a little bit painful walking away from the thing, you're going to find more peace, you're going to find more serenity, you're going to find more balance, more calm. It's going to be a better space for you moving forwards. Right, we've got that 5 of Cups Wands there. 5 of Wands is conflict and competition. So is that within you? Is that without, is that on the exterior? Let's have a little bit of a look. The Death card and the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Right, so I think moving on for you, Aries, there's going to be some conflicting energy. Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing for me? Oh, should I have done that? Maybe, is that the right choice? Is that the right thing? A little bit fear-based. But you're having a brand new start. There's an ending and there's a brand new beginning, and there's a new dawn coming up here. So things are starting to get better. Things are starting to get better. And I think that you're going to be feeling, I think, by the end of the month, there's going to be a lot of self-questioning. Have I done the right thing? Is this right for me? We've got that 8 of Swords. Don't forget, she is in that prison of swords, by choice. She's not there because she has to be. She's there because she wants to be. She's tying herself, she's tied up in knots, loose bandages, loose blindfold. She can walk away at any time and go home. But she's staying there because she's this stress and these thoughts that you are creating within yourself that are causing this inner conflict are of your making. So I often say that the solution to the 8 of Swords card is to say things out loud, is to write things on paper. Become a witness to what it is that you've got bouncing around in your head, these conflicting thoughts, so that you can look at them from a better, more informed place, a less connected place, a less emotional place, and you can look at them or listen to them, and you can make a better decision, a choice. You can free yourself essentially from that prison by looking at things from a different perspective. So I think your movement forward, your new beginning, this ending and brand new beginning with a new dawn is not going to, I think it's the last bit of stress that you're going to go through before the end of the month. This is a new beginning. Again, it's a new dawn. The dark's beginning to dissipate and the light's beginning to rise. And he's got here, his hand is in the symbol of a blessing. So I think, even though things feel quite difficult before the end of the month and things have been quite challenging and maybe you've come up against some difficult stuff, it's for the best. It's for the best. It's needed to happen and you are going into the right direction. You're moving into the light. Things are getting better. Things are getting brighter, and you've just got to go through a little bit of stuff and some learning curves, I think, this month. Some challenges, some very much creative thinking needed to get through the month. But, this really feels like a massive month for you, Aries. And it's the beginning of the beginning for you, which is quite exciting. And even though it might feel difficult and your brain might be doing a little bit of a number on you, it's for the best. It's for the best. You're walking off into that golden light by the end of the month. So I'm going to leave it at there. I hope I've not waffled on too much. I hope that's been helpful. Please let me know in the comments if this fits with what's going on with you, if this resonates on any level. In the meantime, look after yourself, stay rooted, stay open, and stay magical, and I will catch up again with you very, very soon.